over to Jeffrey Guan. There's an outstanding young talent.
And this would be handy if it gets close. Oh! You're kidding.
Well, Jeff, firstly, welcome to Wide World of Sports, and thanks for having us at this beautiful golf club, the Australian. How big is this next couple of months for you and your career?
I think it's going to be pretty big. Just coming back playing these events has given me a little taste of competitive golf again, and I feel like I've found a part of me again, and these next couple of events coming up are pretty big, so pretty special. I'm looking forward to it.
So you say about coming back. Let's wind it back, or just over a year now, and the accident. Take us through what happened.
So the week prior to the accident, I got a sponsorship invitation to play on the PGA Tour, and PGA Tour is the place I've always grown up like wanting to be. That was probably one of the best weeks I've ever had, and then unfortunately the next week that's when I got hit in the eye with a golf ball. Completely lost the sight in the left eye. I think the best case scenario was a little bit of light perception, but it was only like a fair percentage, wasn't much.
So what did you think right there? Was that, like, in your heart of hearts, did you think you could keep going with your career, or did you think maybe that was it?
It was very 50-50. Mentally, it wasn't. It was quite challenging. I just said to myself, I don't know if I can come back and play, because I couldn't even pick up a bottle at that time from just sitting on the hospital bed. So there was many thoughts running around my head that I just thought, it's probably not going to be worthwhile. But then I had a good support group around me, had loads of messages coming in. That support's been really encouraging, and I think that's what's kept me going as well. And slowly over time, I just played a bit better. I saw more results, and I thought, I could actually do this and come back.
It's mind-blowing for those of us who've got full vision and struggle around a golf course. What are your challenges?
I think around the greens and putting, those two are the main differences when I came back. Let's say, for example, I was in a bunker and you have to hover the club above the sand, you can't touch the sand. So that was what I struggled with, because my depth perception was a bit off. I worked it out with a couple of specialists and my coach, so we figured out a couple of ways to improve that, and over time, again, just see results, and slowly you start feeling a bit better, and even when you do end up in a bunker, you're not worried anymore.
You've been back playing tournaments now for a couple of months. I think you had a top 10 finish at the WA PGA, a 66 in the final round, so you've clearly got your game back. How do you reflect on that journey now of the past 12 months?
When I look back to where I was and to where I am now, I feel like there's been many steps that I've done to get to where I am, and there's obviously heaps more to go, but as I've played more events, I'm getting better and more comfortable with my game.
But now in the studio is Mark Taylor, former Australian cricket captain, who fancies himself as a bit of a golfer, but struggles massively around the greens. He really does. It's a massive Achilles heel for him. Have you got some advice for Tubby on playing better around the greens?
Yeah, I think, you just got to hit it closer and hit the greens. Nah, I'm kidding about, just as much as, people say you got to practice more, I feel like just missing it in the right spots and then being able to make up and down from there would be a good start. And I think, look into it, aim point a little bit when you're putting. So I guess that's one of the main things that's been helping myself too, because reading the greens has been a bit tough, and aim point's been helping a bit. So I think that's a couple of tips I'll give him.